North Korea tested what it claims is an intercontinental ballistic missile with the power to possibly reach Alaska.
It flew higher and longer than any previous test, but the U.S. and South Korea made their presence known in response. Mola Lenghi is at the White House with more.
The United States Army and the South Korean military conducted a combined exercise firing missiles into the waters off South Korea. That's after North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's potentially game-changing missile test. State television reported it was a Hwasong-14 intercontinental ballistic missile, a North Korean first. U.S. officials confirm it was an ICBM, with Secretary of State Rex Tillerson condemning the launch and calling for global action. The missile flew for nearly 40 minutes, reaching an altitude of about 1,500 miles before splashing into the Sea of Japan, roughly 600 miles from the launch site. And with a potential range of 4,000 miles, it's capable of reaching Alaska.
It's not much further than that for the 10,000 miles or so that it would need to reach New York or Washington, D.C.
President Trump warned China that the U.S. will act on its own if Beijing doesn't tighten economic pressure on North Korea. But the president's options for going it alone are limited.
There's very little you can do except sanction him every time he does something and build our missile defenses.
Even direct talks with the North are unlikely to result in a nuclear-free North Korea.
There's no way North Korea is going to abandon its nuclear weapons in the near term. In other words, denuclearization in the near term is impossible.
China and Russia issued a joint statement Tuesday calling for all parties to come to the negotiating table. Mola Lenghi for CBS News, the White House.
China and Russia are proposing the U.S. and South Korea refrain from joint military exercises in the region in exchange for a halt on North Korean tests. That's likely a non-starter for the U.S. since the military forces are there to protect American allies in the region.